scenes and the dream to explore. They swim from the South Pole looking for more. Now they zip across America to check out the scenes, and they want to see you traveling too. There's so much to see.
The ultimate penguin adventure spree. ChaCha and Z
in Washington, D.C.
Hey, to all you travelers out there. It's a sunshiny day in the nation's capital with oh so much to see down in WDC. But wait, it looks like our two little penguin pals are exploring the city already. Let's go see.
Oh, it's just so beautiful and majestic here. What's that wonderful scent in the air?
Chili dogs?
No, Z. It's the cherry blossoms in bloom. Okay, this is weird. What are you wearing? And what's with the big gift? I love gifts.
I cannot tell a lie.
Then fess up, Z. Is that really for me?
It's not just for you, ChaCha. This is today's travel surprise numero uno. And here's a hint. This cool house is named after the color of the building. And it's open for all you kids to come visit. Can you guess where we are?
The hot pink house?
That is incorrect.
I don't know. Come on, Z, show us.
I bet you already know, don't you? Check it out.
Wait, what? Z?
Explorers in the house.
Surprise, surprise! The White House is not just a gift for ChaCha, it's for every girl and boy. That's why they call it the People's House. Built in 1792, in one of three main federal buildings, the White House is one of the hippest places in D.C. And just like Z said, it's open for you to come and check out for yourself.
This is
supernacular?
Super perfect! Z, that's like one of those toy review thingies where they unwrap it and everything.
For the White House.
I've always wanted to come here. Thank you so much. So, what's it all about? I want to know everything.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is where I, the president, and the first family live, laugh, waddle, and play, and work a little too.
Did all the presidents live here?
Except for yours truly, George Washington, who oversaw its design. All of the presidents since John Adams all the way to our current president have called this place home. And not only for presidents, but their pets too. From dogs and cats to pet alligators and pygmy hippos. I kid you not.
That's crazy! Plus, I learned that the White House caught on fire like twice. The first time during the War of 1812, they had to redo all the stuff inside. And then the second time was in the 1930s. But that was just a little old fire in the West Wing.
Man, that must have hurt. Which one of these is the West Wing?
This wing right here, silly, where the president and his cabinet work.
My cabinet works?
The president's position is one of the most important in the federal government.
Indeed, just as the polar bear is the mighty king of the jungle.
You mean the lion, but the president is only in charge of what's called the executive branch. They enforce the law.
The president's in charge of a branch? What's with all these words?
No, silly. A branch of government is like a big group of people working together. There are also two other branches of government that create the laws and judge the laws. So in the United States, no one is the big king.
So that no single person, lion or polar bear, can ever become too powerful.
That's right, Mr. Washington.
Whoa, hey, there you are. So next up, are you travelers ready to go check out where those judges do their judgy thing?
Do penguins have web feet? Let's do this thing.
ChaCha and Z travel tip number 1. Part of being a kid explorer is to always stay close to your parents. And here's how. Don't run ahead if you see something cool. Ask first to go see something new. And always go together. Just grab a hand. Because staying together makes traveling grand and safe.
Welcome back, travelers, as we explore the federal buildings of D.C. So far, we've learned that penguins have webbed feet and live on the South Pole, polar bears have chubby feet and live on the North Pole, and judges have judgy feet and work inside the next majestic travel surprise. Let's join our two tuxedoed travelers there now.
Thanks, announcer guy. Your honor. I present to you today's travel surprise number 2.
Thank you, Z. But again with the gift wrap?
Hey, don't judge. Our travel friends need a chance to guess where we are now. This court is the highest court in the land, and it has 9 justices. Can you guess where we are?
King Arthur's court?
Wrong country and wrong century. Now, Your Honor, please cover your eyes.
Just please don't use another cannon, Z. That was very poor taste.
Today's second surprise is the Supreme Court of the United States. Established in 1789, this is the top court with the top judges in the land. And on top, it's engraved with these guiding words: equal justice under law. It's waiting for you to walk its historic steps and explore for yourself.
Wow! I've never seen so many steps!
Or a polar bear that can fly like that.
I can't believe we all get to come here! The actual Supreme Court of the United States!
Yeah, where the 9 Supreme Court justices sit and judge the laws of our great land. Except they do their judging from inside the building.
How did you get up there? Wait, only 9 justices? For the whole country? How many were on the president's team, the executive branch?
Says here about 2 million.
I thought you said 2 million.
I did.
That's not fair, is it?
Well, 9 versus 2 million is a little lopsided, I guess.
But the Supreme Court has many, many smaller courts all over the country. Together, they are called the judicial branch, and they all work together to help every single citizen enjoy the benefits of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Wow, that's so beautiful. Z, I have a couple of questions for you. 1, where do they actually make those laws? And 2, is that a polar bear flying a helicopter? What?
Join ChaCha and Z as they explore the National Museum of Natural History.
Let's check out our first exhibit.
Learn about the museum's past, exciting exhibits, with good friends and fun along the way.
ChaCha and Z.
In Washington, D.C.
That's right, kids. Polar bears can fly with proper training. And the nation's laws do get made by the Congress inside the prestigious halls of our final travel surprise. Can you guess the name? Hang on, we're coming in hot.
Thanks, Polly.
Wow, Polly, the polar bear pilot. That's so cute. He's so nice.
Speaking of nice, what are you wearing?
Oh, my Starzy, check it out. I'm so boss.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the Honorable Senator from the great state of New Penguinland, Miss ChaCha.
Thank you. Travel buddies, our final surprise on the Federal Building Adventure is the Office for United States Senators and Representatives. Can you guess what it's called?
A ginormous building?
Close, see? And now, without further ado, it is my honor and my turn to unveil. Ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna love this. Hold on to your hats. Behold! Sorry about that. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Now, right now! Oh, why is this happening to me? Z, where is he?
What? Oh, yeah.
Polar Bear 1, this is Belly Flop. Come in.
Belly flop?
Yo, this is Polybear 1. What's up, Z? Floppy Belly.
It's Belly Flop. Whatever. Go for unwrap. I repeat, go for unwrap.
Sorry, Belly Boy. Still ain't got the hang of this. Yo, kids. Surprise! Thanks, Polybear. That's right. The United States Capitol Building. Located on Capitol Hill and originally constructed in the year 1800, it's home to the U.S. Congress, the legislative branch of the federal government. It boasts a humongous dome above a gargantuan rotunda, flanked by 2 wings, one for senators and the other for representatives. And as always, it's waiting for you to come explore its historic halls for yourself.
How cute! It has 2 wings, just like me. I wonder if it can fly. Actually, I wonder if I can fly.
Madam Senator, can you give us a statement about the flying polar bear and say a few things about the so-called Capitol building?
No on the bear, but yes on the building. The United States Capitol has offices and chambers for senators and representatives.
Why 2 groups?
Now let me be clear. The United States of America is a collection of states. The states with bigger cities and more people should have a little more say. So the representatives are based on population. But those states shouldn't have complete control. So they also have the Senate, where every state has the same number of votes. It balances the power.
Why is that important?
Well, it gives the majority more say, but not so much that they can control the minority.
And I assume the same thinking applies not just to states, but also to races, genders, religions, etc.?
Right you are, Reporter Z.
So will you go on record right now and confirm that this is in fact where the laws are created?
Yes. These 2 groups in the U.S. Capitol make the legislative branch. They create all the laws. The judicial branch judges all the laws, with the highest part in the Supreme Court. And the executive branch enforces all the laws, led by the President of the United States from the White House.
One final follow-up, Madam Senator. Will you go on record right now and confirm that all of those powers are balanced and indeed keep each other in check?
Yes!
That was so much fun! And way to handle those reporters, sister.
I I love reporters and the freedom of the press.
And I love nachos.
And I love how the country's founders made sure the leaders didn't get too much power. Not a single person or group.
Checks and balances, sis.
That's right. Most of the power went to the states. Then they created the executive, legislative, and judicial branches to share the national power.
And just think, these 3 amazing places, plus tons of discoveries, nice people, and pizza rolls are all here for you to explore.
These adventures are not just on your phone or TV. They're totally real. You've just got to see them all for yourself. It'll be awesome.
She's right.
Z, thank you so much for all of those surprises today. Wait, what's that? Is that who I think it is?
Yo, ChaCha and Z, could I take you to lunch?
Lunch? Does a polar bear eat popsicles?
Well, there's only one way to find out. Roger, Polar Bear 1, Belly Flop and Floppy Flipper are ready to chow right now.
Floppy Flipper? Hey, my flippers aren't floppy.
All right, we're out of here, kids. Can't wait to see you all on our next travel adventure.
Hey, seriously, bro? My flippers are perfect.
Yeah, I know.
Hey travelers, let's go with ChaCha and Z as they follow the clues on their surprise Boston treasure hunt.
Yeah.
We'll discover Boston's rich history, yummy hotspots, and unexpected finds.
Taxi!
ChaCha and Z.
In Boston.
ChaCha and Z.
In Washington, D.C.
Hello again, travelers, and welcome to another adventure exploring Washington, D.C. And looky, it's ChaCha and Z taking their morning commute to the National Mall, home to America's most iconic monuments and prestigious museums. Now, what do our flightless friends have in store for us today? Let's find out.
Wow, the National Mall is so big. Where are we going, Z?
Just a few more steps, ChaCha. This place won't disappoint.
Was that your stomach? You shouldn't explore on an empty tummy.
Oh man, I haven't eaten in 10 whole minutes. Anyway, we're here. Ta-da!
Z, I know you're hungry, but that's not really a DC attraction.
Polly, you're blocking the surprise.
Oh, sorry, Z. I needed a snack too. That's right, travelers. Today, ChaCha and Z are discovering the treasures of the National Museum of Natural History. The most important thing to know is that it's free all year. Opening in 1910, it was one of the first buildings made under the Smithsonian Institution, including many other exciting museums. And best of all, the Natural History Museum has over 126 million specimens of plants, animals, ancient fossils, and illustrious gems for you to behold.
Ooh, are they shiny?
Are what shiny?
The gems. We're going to see gems, right?
Oh yeah, but that's for later. For now, let's check out our first exhibit.
Ladies and gentlemen, at center stage, on display in the museum's rotunda since 1959. Standing at 13 feet high, weighing 11 tons, he's the rumbler in the jungle, that ecosystem engineer. His real name is Ben. But to his adoring fans, he's Henry!
I love safaris, and Henry's so majestic.
You know it!
What's an ecosystem engineer? Is that like a train engineer?
Well, ChaCha, I think it's something that has to
Like
do...
a civil engineer, or a computer, or maybe an automotive engineer? Electrical? Nuclear?
So, students, here's the skinny on Henry the elephant. In the dry season, elephants use their tusks to dig for water for themselves and to help other animals.
Oh, that's wonderful.
By clearing out scrub brush, they also protect the land for grazing.
Very helpful.
And as they roam, little seeds stick to their hides and they spread them across the land so more plants grow.
Oh my goodness, they're like little farmers.
Indeed. And their poopy manure helps feed all the grass and plants.
That's gross! Speaking of clean, are we gonna see the sparkly gems soon?
Oh, ChaCha, slow down. We'll get there eventually. You have to be patient.
I can't!
ChaCha and Z travel tip number 2. Traveling keeps you on your feet a lot, so always wear comfortable shoes. Some things to remember: closed-toe sandals are best in the summer. Sneakers with good soles help you explore the city. And clean socks keep everything nice and comfy. Take care of your feet so you can explore even more.
ChaCha and Z.
In Washington, D.C.
Welcome to the realm of Deep time on.
Over 700 ancient fossils lie waiting for courageous explorers to uncover.
Discover the mysteries of prehistoric ages past, present, and beyond.
And did I mention they have dinosaurs?
Ooh, this is gonna be good. Let's all scare Polly.
This is pretty fun.
Really, Polly? What about this?
Pointies. I like pointies.
Oh no, Polly. Watch out for the big woolly mammoth.
Okay.
And what's that? It's the last American dinosaur.
Oh, you saved the best for last.
Polly, you're so funny. And aren't dinosaurs so cool?
Hey, Z, come check out this exhibit on climate change.
Oh yeah, climate change. What's that all about? We need a scientist.
I know just the penguin. Thank you. Does anyone have a question?
Hi, Professor ChaCha. I'm a student from Antarctic Middle School, home of the fighting frozen farmers, and is the climate changing? 'Cause that sounds scary.
Well, that's a very good question, and you shouldn't be afraid. Scientists are always learning about the world around them. At one time, scientists believed the sun revolved around the Earth. But now they know the Earth revolves around the sun. Part of the scientific method is always challenging and testing the current understanding so we can know more and do things even better.
Can we do better with the Earth's climate?
Of course, and we must. All of us affect the Earth, and all of us must take care of it like a gift. Remember Henry, the African bush elephant? He helped his environment in a big way, and he was just one elephant. What if all of us started working together to sustain our world in an even bigger way, helping the Earth and also the people? And of course, all us cute little penguins.
You're so smart, ChaCha.
Thanks, Z! Now, don't forget what we're really here for.
What?
The gems!
Hello, kids. Join ChaCha and Z and their new friends as they explore the San Antonio Riverwalk.
Can I come too?
We'll learn about its rich culture, music, and delicious food.
There's so much for kids to see and do!
ChaCha and Z.
In San Antonio.
ChaCha and Z.
In Washington, D.C.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Every diamond lover's favorite exhibit.
Ooh.
Displaying its most valuable, illustrious gem. Behold, the Hope Diamond.
There's no diamond.
Not for long. Agent Polybear, you're cute.
Polly?
That's a strong rope.
And now, the Hope Diamond.
Oh my. It's so pretty.
Presenting ChaCha.
And Z.
Isn't she the coolest?
Oh, yes, she is. And ChaCha was just recently awarded the Hope Diamond for her feats in outstanding exploration.
Her feet were rewarded?
Oh, you. Now, what is Z holding down there?
That appears to be a
Cheeseburger. Don't you want a cheeseburger?
Oh, that was magnificent.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Needs pickles.
Oh, wait. What time is it? We still have a lot of museum to see. And it's getting late.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah!
Freestyle Explore!
Yeah, kids, it's Freestyle Explore! From the fastest penguins on the planet. First stop, Ocean Hall. Watch out, Z! Don't get eaten by a megatooth shark.
No problem. It's an inanimate object.
Next up, Mummies of Ancient Egypt.
The ancient world couldn't stay buried forever.
And there's mammals from around the world.
Hey, buddy. Need a straw?
Anyone want to touch a real fossil?
You gotta touch a real fossil.
Oh, and look, Polly found an old friend.
Hey, old friend.
That was
Exploralicious!
You know, Z, I love the museum's mission to help all of us understand the natural world and our place in it.
Isn't our place in Antarctica?
Oh, Z. Now, what was your favorite part?
Easy. The African Voices proverb that said, unless you know the road you've come down, you can't know where you're going.
And that's a great reason for you to come explore the National Museum of Natural History.
Speaking of which, I know where we just came from.
Yeah, but where are we going?
Hey, anybody need a lift? Or a donut?
What?
Woohoo! You've already started a new donut business?
Yeah, I did.
Wow, we get to travel the world and eat free donuts for life.
That's what friends are for, Z. Now buckle up and away we go.
Hey guys, let's follow ChaCha and Z as they enjoy the outdoor adventures of Denver, Colorado.
So cool!
Explore Denver's parks, meet new friends, and catch some baseball.
I'm a pumped up penguin. Let's go!
ChaCha and Z. ChaCha and Z.
In Washington, D.C., the National Air and Space Museum.
Welcome to Washington, D.C., travelers. Opened on the National Mall in 1976, the year of the U.S. Bicentennial. It's the most visited museum in the United States, and you'll love the free admission. Today, we explore the National Air and Space Museum with our parachuting twin penguins, ChaCha and Z.
Thanks, Captain Polly Bear. I love skydiving, and I've waited so long to come to the National Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C.
What, where birds like us can learn about flight and the science behind it?
Don't worry, Z. I'll show you. Let's go!
Aren't we birds? Flying is natural for us, right?
Again, our wings are for swimming. Z, why would we buy plane tickets in the first place?
Frequent flyer miles?
No, wait. Can you even imagine what would have happened had we not used those parachutes?
ChaCha.
Yes?
I am so hungry for pancakes right now.
Z! Wow! What is this exhibit?
I don't know, but here comes Polly.
Hold on to your pancakes, penguins. You're about to witness the OG of aeronautic awesomeness, the world-famous 1903 Wright Flyer. No, that's the wrong flyer. But this is the 1903 Wright Flyer. Invented by the brothers Wilbur and Orville Wright after years of development. Their first flight was on December 17, 1903 in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. On that cold, windy winter day, the brothers warmed themselves next to the fire with hot cocoa.
Yeah, cocoa and sardines on the beach.
No, just cocoa. Anyway, and they found time to take 4 flights in their airplane. Orville first for 12 seconds and 120 feet, then Wilbur for 175 feet, then Orville again for 200 feet, and finally, Wilbur for 59 seconds and 852 feet.
Hold up, everybody. If the longest flight was not even a minute and only 260 meters, just over 2 football fields, then why was this so important? I mean, Polly's plane went way farther than that.
Great question, Z. This was the first sustained, controlled, powered, heavier-than-air manned flight.
Whoa! So this was the first time humans flew.
Well, actually, Z, the Wright brothers flew in 1903. But way back around the year 500 BC, people were flying kites in China. Fast forward to the 1700s in Europe, and people were flying manned hot air balloons and gliders in the 1800s in both Europe and the United States.
Oh, I got it. So all of that led us up to this, the world's first successful airplane flight.
Yeah, that's the ticket.
Hey, can you smell that?
Is it pancakes?
No, I think I smell invention.
ChaCha and Z travel tip number 5. Exploring outside is so much fun, especially in the sun. So make sure you wear a hat. It helps protect your face, neck, and ears when you're out all day. And most places have colorful hats you can collect. It's a great way to remember your favorite destinations and to be a cool-headed traveler.
In Washington, D.C., the National Air and Space Museum.
Welcome back, fearless flying friends. Ready for travel surprise les deux? ChaCha, I think it's time for our friends to see this plane.
Right you are, announcer guy. Holly Bear 1, reveal time.
Oops. Check-a-rooski, ChaCha. I got this.
Well, polar bears certainly can't fly.
Polly, are you okay?
Yep. Can you see the surprise now? Yes, we can, and what a wonderful surprise it is. It's the Spirit of St. Louis. In 1919, a $25,000 prize was offered for the first nonstop flight between New York City and Paris. On May 20th, 1927, Charles Lindbergh took off in his cutting-edge plane.
That's less than 24 years after the Wright brothers' first flight. Remember them?
In 33 and a half hours, Lindbergh flew 3,500 miles across the Atlantic. Except for the help of a few seagulls and porpoises, he was totally alone.
And he was only 25 years old.
He was young like we are. Just think of the things we'll do.
Can you smell it this time, ChaCha?
No.
That's the smell of adventure. So, what are these flags on the side of the plane?
Oh, I know this. After flying across the Atlantic, Mr. Lindbergh went on a goodwill tour. He got a flag painted onto the sides of his plane for each country he visited. Washington to Mexico City, through Central America, Colombia, Venezuela, Puerto Rico, and nonstop from Cuba to St. Louis.
Woo! The smell of adventure is really getting strong in here.
Then Mr. Lindbergh took the Spirit of St. Louis on its final flight from St. Louis to Washington, D.C. and gave it to the Smithsonian Institution, where we are now.
Wow. Hey, ChaCha.
Yeah?
Told you penguins could fly.
Hello, kids. Join ChaCha and Z and their new friends as they explore the San Antonio Riverwalk.
Can I come too?
We'll learn about its rich culture, music, and delicious food.
There's so much for kids to see and do.
ChaCha and Z.
In San Antonio.
ChaCha and Z.
In Washington, D.C.
The National Air and Space Museum.
Welcome back, explorers. Here's what we know so far. Polar bears need big parachutes, and penguins need plane tickets to fly. And you travelers need to know what the next travel surprise is. On October 14th, 1947, this airplane became the first to fly faster than the speed of sound. It's the Bell X-1. Go try that at home, kids. Well done, Polly, and well done, United States Air Force Captain Chuck Yeager, for flying the Bell X-1 faster than the speed of sound. And nice touch for naming your plane Glamorous Glennis after your wife.
Ew, yuck. Can we get back to the plane, guys? So, ChaCha, how did the Bell X-1 fly faster than sound itself? Sound has speed?
Affirmative, Z. Fasten your seatbelts. Because we're going to go fast. Here, you see a normal plane flying slower than the speed of sound. That dot on the right is you.
Why I gotta be a little dot?
As this plane gets closer, you will always hear it before it passes overhead. Because the sound is moving faster than the plane.
So sound is a thing that moves.
And it moves fast, Z, but not faster than Yeager took the Bell X-1 that special day. Check it out!
Oh look, there's the normal plane from before. It looks pretty fast.
Yes, but it's still traveling slower than sound.
But where's Chuck Yeager in the Bell X-1?
There he is now. You might want to cover your ears, Z.
I don't hear anything. Whoa! That was crazy fast.
Yeah, the X-1 went so fast that the sound came after.
It couldn't even keep up. It was like the normal plane was and you just heard the sound when you saw the plane. But man, with the Bell X-1,
it was long gone before you heard it. Cover your ears! Whoa! And that's what it sounds like to break the sound barrier.
That is so rad. Wait a minute. We're gonna have to break the sound barrier if we want to see the rest of this museum.
You know what that means.
Yeah! Freestyle Explore!
Anyone want to learn to be a pilot?
You can be the pilot of your own plane.
And it's a plane made for one. Sorry, Z.
Space travel, anyone?
Space travel, everyone!
The Mercury Friendship 7 and Gemini 4 were some of the early crafts used to take Americans
And penguins.
into space.
Ready to land on the moon?
Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
On July 20th, 1969, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins were the first people to land and walk on the moon.
Wow, less than 66 years after the Wright brothers took their first flight. Amazing!
That's one small step for penguin.
One giant leap for penguin kind.
Anyone want to learn the science of flight?
Let me explain. Air has to flow over the wing faster than it flows under the wing. Then you get lift under the wings.
And that's how stuff flies.
Hey, buddy. Where have you been?
Are you okay?
How was your surgery?
You're so great.
I'm glad you're okay.
Z, that was...
Fly-tastic.
No, just plain perfect.
So, you think all our friends will want to come visit?
Of course! Everyone loves flying because flying is fun and it takes you to really cool places.
And as we always say, you should come explore for yourself. Oh, and here's one bonus surprise for you, ChaCha. Check it out!
Hey, how are you doing that?
You just taught me. Faster air above the wings gives you lift. You should try it.
I guess some penguins can fly.
That's right, as long as they're cartoon traveling kid penguins.
But it's a lot less work when you fly in a plane.